What's up, 31 fam? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror 31, hosted by your punk rock dad. Hope you all had a great weekend today. I got a special gore score movie review for you folks. Now you know and you love the gore score worksheet that we do over here at Horror 31. It's my favorite thing that I've come up with in a very long time. I absolutely love this silly worksheet and it's a lot of fun. This is a movie that I've been waiting for a very long time. Like close to a year they announced that this movie called Skull the Mask was going to be coming out. It's a Brazilian action horror movie, and when I saw the still photos from it, which I'll be putting up in this video for you guys, I just got immediately excited. It was on my top 10 most anticipated movies for the year, and boy am I excited to bring to you this review. Oh man, it's a Brazilian action-packed horror flick depicting a supernatural serial killer based on pre-Columbian mythology and a hunt for revenge in the metropolis of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Alright, it's released on May 28th, 2021 on Shudder. Okay, I think they had an earlier, minor release somewhere else. It was directed by, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly, Capel Furman and Armando Fonseca. It's in Portuguese with English subtitles, and it runs only 90 quick, beautiful, blood-soaked minutes. Alright, so it's basically just that kind of movie, man. It's a revenge flick. It's got this monster guy in it, and, I mean, it's in Portuguese, so following the story is kind of hard, but I think this is one of those movies where that doesn't really matter much. But let's get into all that with my gore score review sheet. You know how this works. We have a whole bunch of things that criteria that it has to meet in order to earn a score. And boy, this one is it had 115 points before the intro credit even rolled. So I'm telling you, dude, this was amazing. So in the movie there's some interesting imagery. We get some giallo and a little bit of Lovecraftian stuff that kind of pops up in the movie. There's definitely some inspiration brought from The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. Let's see here. When the news reported the museum lady and the girlfriend's death, they showed a mutilated body on TV like it was no big deal. I wrote that down because I was flabbergasted. So when they're reporting on a death on TV, they're in a different country, so I don't know if this is normal over there, but they show this just absolutely mutilated body on TV, and you're like, yo, that's wild, bro. Let's see here. Oh, some of the fight scenes in this movie, you can tell that this is a Latin American horror movie because they've got a very strong luchador influence on their fight scenes, and I loved it. It brought a little different spice to the movie. Let's see here. There's lots of insides on the outside in this movie. I'm telling you, this is a gore fest. I loved it. The last thing that I wrote down here before I get into the score, let's see. Oh, this dude. I need to rewatch it. I've only watched it once, but there's this hand in the movie, and I think the hand's guiding one of the guys that's trying to be the hero to the mask that's providing all the mayhem. It looked like the Thing from the Addams Family was dried out and made out of beef jerky, but it distinctly reminded me of the Thing, but like a burnt up, dried up one. This movie is imagine if that movie The Mask with Jim Carrey and Maniac Cop or Terrifier or something like that. That's what this movie is, man. It was bananas. Okay, so for the gore score, let's get to it so I can wrap this up and let you guys go about your day. So, special effects, it gets 10 out of 10. Straight up. Wonderful special effects. The story, I gave it a 6. Not because it wasn't good, but because it's in Portuguese. It's hard to follow, and I don't think the story is very important in this movie. It's sort of important, but not super important. If you miss the story, you still get a lot of entertainment value out of this. The acting, I'd say it was an 8 out of 10, man. It was very, very solid. It could have been so much worse with these, not Hollywood actors. The dialogue, again, 6 out of 10. I didn't want to go too hard on it, but it's in Portuguese. It's kind of hard to follow. The bad guy rating, I give it a 10 because this mask is awesome. It's designed well, it looks good, and it does the job. It's murdering folks. The ending of the movie, I gave it an 8. It could have been worse, could have been better. It was, decent. That gives us 48 points to start with, right? There is 5, 10, 20, 24 kills at 5 points each. We got a severed limb for 10 points. We got 2 broken bones at 5 points each. They get 5 bonus points each for going through the skin. There was 4 decapitations at 10 points apiece. We got 6 boobies for 5 points apiece. We got 13 non-fatal gunshot wounds or stabbings. We got 9 fights in this movie. And then for the badass bonus, there are 5 points per badass scenario, right? We got sliced face. All right, I'll just leave it at that. All right, we got face peel. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. Then we got the Jesus hand sword. I'll tell you what that is. Okay. So the other 2 are pretty self-explanatory, but that gives us 15 bonus points. All right. The Jesus hand sword. At one point, this priest is fighting this demonic masked guy, right? And he's like, "Oh no, oh no!" And he's standing in front of a Jesus Cristo statue, right? And he reaches up and he grabs Jesus' hand. And you're like, what's fixing to happen? And he pulls it out of the statue in the church, and it's a sword, and they get to fighting. What? This movie should be watched based on that alone. Anyways, Skull the Mask has a grand total gore score of 393 points. Bro, I tell you, that's a high score. What? Yes, this movie was awesome. I recommend it highly. As a matter of fact, I have a 1 through 10 recommendation scale. I give this one an 8. I would have given it a flat out 10 had it been in English, but it's in Portuguese, so some people may not want to watch that. Hell, dude, I say mute it, turn on some music, and just watch the gore. It's a great movie. I had a blast watching it. Yeah, I'm very, very glad that these people made this movie. I'm glad it got to Shudder so we can watch it. I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. This one, right up there with Psycho Goreman for me for the last couple of years. That's one of the movies for me, man. I can't wait to watch it again. Thank you so much for watching this Gore Score review at Shop 31. I'm your punk rock dad. I hope you had a great time today. You know, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. It's a beautiful world out there, all right? We need more kindness. All this gore and blood-soaked violence that we've got, we need a little bit more high fives, all right? We'll see you soon, folks. Have a good day. Peace.